something like yeah. If you were to mimic Tarzan, remember like this, something like this. And that is yodeling. Hi, I'll quickly tell you 26 words to improve your English vocabulary. One starting with each letter of the English alphabet. Your homework is to construct your own sentences with 5 of the words of your choice and write them in the comment section. Here's the first one. Abate, to decrease in force or intensity. The storm suddenly abated. Banal, lacking in originality which makes it boring or overused. The writing was banal, but the story was good. Something like Ghisa Peta, you must have heard, right? So banal is something that is boring. It has gotten boring because it has nothing new, nothing original. Coy, shy or quiet, but today it means more of someone who pretends to be shy but isn't. Like in a playful manner or when you're flirting, that's when you act coy. Priya acts all coy in front of him. We all know she has a crush on him. Devoid, entirely lacking or free from. Something like from ambition or emotion. For example, my math teacher is devoid of pity. My wallet is devoid of cash. Can you relate with it? Next is elusive, difficult to find, catch or achieve. The police are finding it difficult to catch the elusive bank robber. Since I'm not very good at maths, earning an A in geometry is an elusive goal. Frail, weak and delicate. His small frail body, nazuk, you heard nazuk? Yeah. So I could barely hear her frail voice. Ghoulish, he takes a ghoulish delight in reading about horrific murders. What is ghoulish? Ghoulish is something that resembles or has characteristics of a ghoul or someone who is morbidly interested in death or disaster. Hinder, making it difficult for someone to do something or for something to happen. Something like language barriers hindered communication between scientists. They could not understand each other, so it hindered their communication. Inkling, a slight knowledge or suspicion, a hint. So instead of using hint, you could use inkling. It's gonna sound fancier. I didn't have the slightest inkling that she was unhappy in her marriage. Julienning. Julienning is cutting the food into short, thin strips, okay? It's a very good word. Something like a salad of julienne vegetables or something that is garnished with julienne carrots. And that's how julienne carrots would look like. Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is a toy that consists of a tube containing mirrors and small pieces of colored glass. Okay, that's how kaleidoscope looks like. Next is littering. We know what littering is. We've seen it a lot happening on our roads. So what is littering? Littering is making a place or area untidy with rubbish. You're throwing around stuff. That is littering, okay? Throwing paper cuttings, you're throwing wrappers of toffees and chocolates and biscuits. That is littering, when you throw it away just like that, not caring about the area, making it untidy. The streets were littered with rubbish. Now, before the next word, I want to tell you guys about a very innovative Chrome extension called Fluent. This is the logo. It's very interesting. Let's say I want to learn a foreign language, let's say French. So what this Chrome extension does is it highlights a few words here and there on the web pages while I do normal web browsing. On hovering over the highlighted word, it will show me a small quiz and ask me to guess the corresponding word in French. Interesting, no? Over time, the extension will teach me more than 1,000 most common French words. It also shows me pronunciations and definitions for each word. So this way you learn in a very innovative way without even setting aside separate time for studying. The extension currently helps you learn French, Spanish, and Italian. Do give it a try. I'm sharing the link in the description of this video. It is free to use for 7 days, and then if you like it, you can upgrade to a paid plan. Coming back, muster, to find as much support, courage, etc. as you can. We mustered all the support we could for the project. Next is nausea, the feeling that you're going to vomit. And vomit is also called barf, by the way. Yeah. So the feeling that you're going to vomit, I felt nauseous after running for too long. Omniscient, knowing everything. This book has an omniscient narrator. pry, to try to find out about other people's private affairs. We see that a lot happening around us, by the way. I'm sick of you prying into my personal life. Quaint. And this is a very common word, very often used in a lot of these English shows and movies. Attractive or unusual because it seems to belong to the past. I ran across a quaint hotel on the way. Yeah, so anything that is old or comes from history is automatically interesting. God knows why, but yeah, because it has a lot of experiences attached to it, or maybe a lot of stories attached to it, a lot of drama attached to it. So we are automatically attracted to things that are quaint. Next is rancid. If food containing fat is rancid, it tastes or smells unpleasant because it is no longer fresh. This butter has gone rancid. It doesn't taste good anymore. Stupor. The state of being nearly unconscious or being unable to think properly. This is, I think it's very close to stupid, right? You can easily remember this. Yeah, so state of being nearly unconscious or being unable to think properly. He fell back onto the sofa in a drunken stupor. Yeah, so it's a state. You fall back in the sofa in a drunken stupor. Teeming, to be full of or swarming with. Swarming. The streets were teeming with people. Now this is T-E-E-M, not T-E-A-M. T-E-E-M. Teeming with people. Okay. Utopia, a place or state where everything is perfect. This book is about a utopian country. Perfect country. Perfect. Vindicate, to prove that something is true or that you were right about doing something. These discoveries vindicate their theory. Okay, so something that is proven right, that is vindication. So something that has been proved right because of the findings. So discoveries vindicate the theory. Next is waver, to become weak or uncertain, especially when making a decision or choice. So when you have to make a decision or you have to make a choice, that's when this word can be used most appropriately. She wavered over the decision for hours. So you're indecisive, you're unable to come to a conclusion. That is when you're wavering. Xenophobic, having or showing a dislike of or prejudice against people from other countries. It's a common phenomenon, right? The NGO is working towards eradicating racism and xenophobia. Very good word. Learned, use it today. Yodeling, a type of singing. Now this is slightly different from what you understand by what singing is. Something like, yeah, ooh. Yeah, so you are changing from your natural voice to a falsetto and perhaps coming back. And that is yodeling. A lot of Kishore Kumar songs have yodeling, by the way. If you were to mimic Tarzan, remember like this, something like this. And that is yodeling. See what I have to do to myself to make you explain things. Now laugh, go away, laugh. Zeitgeist, spirit or mood of a particular period of history. The story captured the zeitgeist of the late 1960s. It's a very good word yet again. Spirit or mood of a particular period. You know how 1960s were, right? So the story maybe of a movie captured the zeitgeist of the late 1960s. So that's about it in the video today. Thank you very much. I hope you learned these words. Remember to do your homework. No escape, huh? You have to do your homework. You have to make sentences. And also there's a link in the description. You can check that out for your own good. Go and use it, enjoy it, learn something new today. Yeah? It's Sunday. Enjoy. Bye.